Testing, testing, testing. Testing 1 2 1 2. Hey, what's up guys? We have some new Vader episode 2 screenshots. I want to get your guys' opinion on the final episode 2 Mace Windu character model that we have. We're done, but I just wanted to get your guys' points of view on what we should change, what we should add just before we actually fully lock this bad boy in, and we're making really fast progress. So thanks to everyone that's supported us with watching the videos, super chats, memberships, and of course Theory Sabers and the merch. If it wasn't for Theory Sabers, this film wouldn't be created. So a big shout out to everyone who's grabbed a saber and everyone who will grab a saber. We have an absolutely enormous mailing list of customers, potential customers, and repeating customers, and it is growing so unbelievably fast. So I thank you guys so much because you are allowing this film to actually be made. I just paid a shit ton today to a lot of the artists that we've hired. And the movie's looking really, really great. So let's go ahead and check out these character screenshots, mainly of Mace Windu, and I want to get your guys' approval, and I'm going to be reading the comments, and the whole team is actually going to be going over the comments and seeing, what things we could add or what things we might have missed or whatever. I think it's locked in pretty good, but I want to get your guys' opinion. Now, before we do, I want to briefly inform you that when you actually put it in the movie, the lighting is going to be totally different, right? So it's not going to be like totally lit up like it is, let's say, here in these photos, right? It's not going to be like, it's not going to look like this or, say like that, right? And I can enlarge this, I guess. It's going to be more so shaded and look really nice. More so like this. It's going to be like movie cinematic kind of quality. Oops. So keep that in mind, that these are just full on like tests to see what it'll actually look like, just with just as a model in general. Okay, so, and if you haven't seen these photos, make sure you're following my Instagram and my social media because we've already posted a crap ton of new screenshots and everything like that, especially for members. Anyways, let's go ahead and start with all of these, and I want to get your guys' point of view, particularly on Mace Windu. Let's go ahead and enlarge this. Shrink myself down a bit. Okay, so here's Mace for episode 2. This is what he's going to look like. We're changing a few things. We're changing his boots, and I got some pictures of the boots here that I'm going to show you in just a minute. But essentially, this is him pretty much completed. Now, we've gone in and actually changed his eye because I felt like this is just, it looks too much like a husky. And you'll see in a minute the updated photo. But overall, it looks pretty good. And the detail is unbelievable. And that's something we're working on. We're trying to make everything photorealistic here. So as we shift, you'll see more and more quality as we zoom in. Check out the pores. And again, this is very harsh lighting. This is the kind of lighting that you wouldn't want to take any selfies with because it's just, you see everything. So once it's in the film, there's shadows. It's in the catacombs. The lightsaber will be shining certain parts of the face, and it'll look really. And again, this is not the finished one. There's another rendition that I want to show you guys, but his robes. We went with. Now on top of this, he has another robe. It's like a vest with it's like a tunic with a hood, and it's very like heavy. It's got heft to it, very high quality feeling, and you'll see that with the really talented cloth simulators that we've brought on for this project. And these are all like world renowned animators, compositors, modelers, riggers, all that stuff. So this is Mace. You can check out the detail in literally the freaking fabric. It's so good, man. It is so good. Like this is what it looks like with this horrible lighting, let alone what it's going to look like in the actual film. So This is the previous rendition. You guys will see in just a minute here. And by the way, if you're here on this video, please hit the like button. All of the revenue that I make on YouTube and everything goes towards this film. Episode 2 is $500,000, and if you calculate what that is every month, it's very expensive, especially for one person. And everything that we make from Theory Sabers goes into this, into paying all of the very talented talent and artists that we have. So, this is one of the Jedi. This is the Elder Jedi, and we'll reveal names maybe a little bit later. But he's not done either. He's a little bit too young, a little bit too Bruce Willis looking. He's supposed to be a little bit older, so we're going to add more wrinkles and just make him a little more weathered looking. He's a little too refined, looks a little too much like a model, too Bruce Willis-y. So we're going to change that up. But he is next in line, as powerful as Mace, like after Mace. So anyways, he's a survivor of Order 66. Here is the profile. Now, we haven't done any digital mapping of Samuel Jackson or Mace Windu. This is all drawn by hand. These are not models that we've taken from Battlefront or whatever. These are ours. We have full on created literally everything from scratch. Nothing is reused. Nothing is previously used. It is all ours. So this is Star Wars Theory. This is, Theory Sabers. Belongs to those companies. Let's go ahead, and this is still the old one. These are the quarter turns, but let's try to get into I'm zooming in real good here so you can see the actual quality. And these photos aren't as high quality as what the film will actually show, but it's pretty close. So right here, check out the glove. Check out the glove. Look at the level of detail that we have going on with the leather glove. This is a much more grizzled Mace Windu. The stakes are very high. These are the only survivors that Mace Windu knows about that are left in the galaxy. We're taking a much more close approach to George Lucas Star Wars. The Disney stuff doesn't really exist in this timeline. It's more so it's just a continuation from Episode 3 into Episode 4. But we're taking as much as we know from Legends and just, where I thought these characters could potentially end up in this fan fiction, right? Because I think, who's someone that has the most turmoil with Vader? The most, not just physically difficult to beat, but the most history, the most emotional turmoil. Because that's where the interesting part is with Vader. It's up here. Yeah, he's cool. He looks dope. He's, robotic and all this stuff, and he's powerful. But when you start to get him emotionally involved, that's when the scenes become very interesting. Because, right, like in Rogue One, it's badass. Like, yeah, you got Vader fighting, and we see fan films with Vader fighting and stuff, and it looks really cool, and I love it. But I wanted to take a twist of, like, what's it going to be like if we actually have Vader kind of mentally compromised, emotional? What is his, what's his purpose here? What's Mace's purpose here? What's the end goal between these two? And then now you throw in, 10 other Jedi, 15 other Jedi that want to kill Vader to find out some certain information that they need, which I don't know if I'll reveal, but it's not really a big deal. But anyways, yeah, okay, look, so they want to, well, whatever. I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to say so. I'll figure it out later if I want to say it or not. This is a character that I wrote. She's awesome, dude. She's very, very powerful. She is kind of like Mace's right hand woman. I was going to say right hand man. Canceled. But yeah, she's a really cool character. I don't know how much I can really say. Well, you guys will see. Maybe I'll reveal more stuff. And we're going to have sabers for all these characters. So all of these characters will have their own unique saber, and we'll be offering those as well, which will help pay for Episode 3, because that's where the real fireworks happen. All right, so here's a little lighting cage. Just what he's going to look like in the darkness here and there. Just so you guys can see, like, real quick, just different lighting angles and all that stuff. Just a quick test. So you can see we changed his right eye. It's not as like white. I just felt like that looked, it's a little too much, a little too cheesy, right? This is one of our Nikto Jedi. Pretty cool. And we're gonna get to Mace in a second here. But again, you can see the quality here of the well, I guess this photo doesn't really, you can't really zoom in that great, but when you see the models themselves, they look unreal. All right, so this is with really like exposed lighting, really high exposure, really harsh lighting. This is the new rendition. So his eye is still a little bit messed up here, and I wanted to add some, make it look like he got electrocuted, right? But I think it's maybe a little bit too heavy, and this is what I want to know from you guys in the comments. Is it too heavy? Is it too much? You don't want it to be too much, right? It can sell itself. We all know what happened to Mace. We don't need to like have it show, be like, hey, there's lightning. So, and of course, this lighting is extremely harsh, like I keep saying, and I really want to reiterate that, because when you actually have it in the film, you won't see a lot of these. But I'm thinking we can even bring this down quite a bit, maybe reduce it to like 30%. And so then it'll really be subtle, and you'll see it in only some angles, like when he ignites a saber, or when someone else's saber is by his face, then you'll be able to see certain parts of it, perhaps. But for the most part, I like how there's a little more electrical scarring on the right side of his face there. It's a bit of a quarter turn front angle kind of thing. This is the scar update. I guess you guys can see the names. Okay, well, I guess you saw the names of the Jedi there. We have about 15 Jedi that start off in this, and it's not really a spoiler, but in the end, it's just going to be Vader and Mace. So it's not going to be easy for Vader at all. But that's the whole journey of it. And then how is Vader going to overcome the ending, which is, is Mace going to get away somehow? Is he going to let Mace live? Is Mace going to let him live? Does Mace succumb to the dark side? Does Vader return to the light in some sort of way? Does Palpatine get very angry with him? Does Vader overcome his demons? I don't know. Well, I do know, but that's something that the third episode will finally reveal to everybody. Right, see, like, I think like that's like a good amount, but we want a little bit more. So somewhere in between of this, that, and this. I think somewhere in between there. It's like a happy medium. That would look good. But as far as the model for Mace looks, are you guys happy with it? Is it selling the fact that this is Samuel Jackson, or looks like Samuel Jackson, or looks like Mace Windu? We want it to, not take you out of the immersion. So that's why I'm making this video, because, well, you all are involved. This is not just something I want to make and be like, oh, this is mine. No, this is for everybody. And to be honest, financially, this is the worst decision anybody could ever make. I should just, be selling sabers and making fan fictions, and that's it. But it's not fun. Let's spend some money and make some cool stuff. So yeah, let me know. This is really for you guys. It's for me, and I just want to see this movie made. I promised you guys a long time ago, and I'm not abandoning that. So we are making great strides, and it's the film is it's a fan fiction, right? So it's supposed to tell a story. It's not just supposed to be fighting. And I think that's what a lot of people think is like, oh, it's going to be a cool fight scene. Don't get me wrong. You're going to see fights in this that you've always wanted to see. But it's going to tell a very heavy story for both characters. And, the twists and the turns that it all takes in the end. And it took me 6 years. It took me 5-6 years to like really be happy with the script, to be happy with the ending. And now we're at the point where we are recording voice lines. I just sent the script to our Vader and our clone, Derek Goheen, and Jesse Gomez is playing Vader, and Derek Goheen is the voice of the clones. We have some other talented voice actors that are coming in to voice a lot of the Jedi. And Kat LaSalle, of course, if she wants to reprise her role as Padme, there will be some voices for Padme in there. Um, as for Sidious, I think I'm gonna do that one this round. Bradley Klein was amazing, but you know what? I think I could do this one, and there aren't really that many Sidious lines as much as the first one, so we can get away with it, and yeah. So that's pretty much the update. I don't think I'm leaving too much out, but my gosh, I was going over the script a couple nights ago with Jesse Kyberphonic because we were working on a shit ton of Theory Saber stuff, something that we're announcing soon. We've been working on a lot, well, many months, and I read him the script, the ending, the last maybe like 8 pages or something like that, and I think people will really like it. It's a little bit far fetched. It's a little bit fan fictiony in the end, but I think it delivers. I really do, and I think it's. I'm happy that we chose animation for this because you can get away with a little more, um, far fetched stuff with animation, and I just think that it's going to sell really well in terms of the story and everything that we're doing, and I couldn't be more excited. I think this is going to be great. Where did I put the boots? I know I put those somewhere. Well, let me get those. One sec. Let me get those. Let me show you the So yeah, yeah. Here. All right. So these are the boots we are changing to. These are the boots that we had. Or actually, I don't even think we had these. It was a different. Where are the boots here? Yeah, we didn't even have those. So these are updated. So we have a choice. Again, I can also ask you guys. We have a choice between these and these. I'm choosing these because I think in low level lighting and all that, they're gonna do way better. Um, and they sort of match the electrum that's on his lightsaber, the electrum that's on the other parts of his boots and his robes, and I think it's just gonna look. This is a little bit too dull, so I like the more metallic, goldish look, and I think in low level it's gonna look pretty good. So it's got a nice color palette. His robe looks pretty badass. Yeah, this is we were just discussing like where to put the lightning and like what parts of the face to have it and blend it in. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna decrease that quite a bit. But yeah, what do you like? Which boots do you like? Like which color? Or if most people probably won't be able to tell, but I feel like if you have a keen eye, you can see that there's quite a difference in the color there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, I think. But you guys let me know. It's not gonna be this silver. Um, I'm excited, dude. It's been 6 years. You know how I came up with the ending? I was sleeping. I was sleeping and I had a dream of the ending, and I literally woke up. It was like so weird. I was like this, and I was like, that's it. That's the ending. And I wrote it down, and that's been the ending since 2017. So that's 7 years. And by the time you see episode 3, it'll probably be uh, very end of 2025 or early 2026. We're gonna. I guess I didn't tell you that. We're gonna try and do episode 2 and 3 in the same year in 2025. It's super ambitious. Depends how much money we have. Um, but we're ramping up production a lot now because of Theory Sabers, and the whole team is just so happy. We're tens of thousands going out every month to artists around the world, and you guys are creating a lot of opportunities for people. And thank you. I hope you guys will enjoy the final product and enjoy the film. Yeah, you can probably see the name. You zoom in. Her name is Rain. She is a very, very skilled, level-headed, calm, cool, collected Jedi. And there is another Jedi that I haven't shown you guys, who is a bit of a troublemaker, a bit of a problem. He's younger. He's just around 20. And he adds quite an interesting dynamic to the team because he's very emotional. And there's a reason he's extremely emotional towards Anakin, towards Vader. Vader did something to someone this guy really cares about. And we're going to see how it plays out. So, you know, yeah, all right. That's it. Let me know your thoughts down below, please. This project is just as much for you as it is for me. And we're all very excited. We're all really, really excited. I'll definitely rent out a theater in LA or in New York sometime when the film is out, and for free. We're not selling tickets. We're not making money off this. We're not making a dime off this. Not monetized, all that. So it's just a labor of love, passion project. Very stupid business decision of $500,000 plus episode 3, which would be another $500,000. So $1 million plus episode 1, so like $1.2 million. Geez. But yeah, it'll be dope. It'll be cool. So that's it. Love you guys. Let me know in the comments.